consumers have been urged to be just a little bit more patient before they can start paying cheaper prices for fuel. In an exclusive interview with KTN's Abby Agina, the chairman of the Petroleum Institute of East Africa, Polycarp Igade, says that despite the 30% drop in global oil prices, it will take a couple of months before the price adjustments take effect in the country. He did, however, hint that better days were ahead for consumers and manufacturers.
A lot has been happening on the oil front, and now that global oil prices have been falling by nearly a half, Kenyan consumers are asking when will they get to feel this impact when they go to the fuel stations?
Thank you for that question. So when crude oil falls 50%, I think it's overestimating the expectation to expect that prices at the fuel pump will drop 50%. I think what we have seen in Kenya is a 40% drop in crude oil price and actually a 15, close to 20% drop in fuel pump price.
If you look at the pump prices right now, a litre is retailing at about 102 shillings. Okay. And late last year it was retailing at about 108, around 110 there. People were hoping for a drop in the range of about 20 shillings. When are we likely to see this?
Actually, the price of fuel in August was 117 a litre. Yeah. Today it's 102. That is a 14.7% drop. If you are going to reduce costs, if people are going to see a further drop, our request will be to government to see whether it can live with less taxes. But I would not go that way because taxation is good because it's giving us electricity, health, education. Teachers want more money. So I think when you fuel today, when you fuel 100 shillings into your car, 102, you should remember that 29 shillings goes straight to the government. Then 7 shillings and 4, which goes to the petrol station dealer and the oil marketer, that money is further taxed later on out of our profits as corporate taxation. So I think we have one of the best pricing formulas for fuel. And it's a fact today, I can tell you, as chairman of PIA, that the Kenyan consumer buys a litre of fuel cheaper than South Africa, cheaper than India, cheaper than the UK, and cheaper than very many other geographies. Going into the future, we shall continue to enjoy the lower prices. And even we in oil marketing, as unbelievable as it may sound, we are celebrating the low prices because we are seeing consumers spending a lot more. We are getting more volumes because people are driving a lot more.
If you look at the average Kenyan, they know global oil prices are falling and they feel that they're getting a raw deal at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think the comfort I like to give the average Kenyan is a Swahili saying, chips sio waru. You know, potatoes are not chips. You have to eat chips. Well, crude oil is a potato, if you like. Chips is a processed product. We will come to that conclusion. But I think it's fantastic for especially manufacturing because we are starting to see inflation go down. So your salary and my salary is today enabled by savings. If you look from August, the price has dropped close to 117 to 102, it's almost 15 shillings. Yeah. I have 15 shillings more to spend on something else, or on another alternative. And I think for the first time we have seen the biggest move of local tourism into local Kenyans going into tourism destinations over the Christmas period. I think they were using some of the savings from fuel to do that. So, and I would like to encourage government to use this time when prices are coming down to find some shillings there to stabilize and create a stabilization fund. Because as prices come down, remember, prices will still go up. Sure. Now, when they start going up, there'll be a lot of hue and cry. And I think very many other countries around Africa, they cushion the consumer by creating a stabilization fund. And that is created in an environment when prices are coming down. And perhaps our policymakers need to think about creating a stabilization fund so when the prices swing back, we are able to protect the consumer. But let's all celebrate the low prices. It's good for the economy.